have to hurry to the south, and then we hurry north, and we're talking every minute as we hurry back and forth, and we have to hurry to the east, and then we hurry west, and we're talking every minute, and we don't have time to rest, and we have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
We have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
Once upon a time, there were 3 brothers who lived on the east side of town.
I am William, the oldest and strongest of my brothers.
I am Bill, the middle and chubbiest of my brothers.
I am Billy, the youngest and skinniest of my brothers.
They were known as the Gruff Billies. They were all rough and tough and frowned a lot.
We are very gruff because we live on the east side of town. And even though it is very nice, something is missing.
There is something on the west side of town that we really want to get to. That is where the only ice cream shop is located.
And we love ice cream.
The problem is that to get from the east side to the west side, you have to cross the bridge over the fast-running river.
And under that bridge lives a troll. He is the meanest and grumpiest troll and has been known to eat anyone who tries to cross the bridge.
So scary.
It was summertime and the sun was very hot. A nice cool ice cream cone was sounding better and better as the days went on. The brothers could hardly stand it and decided to make a plan to get across the bridge.
Today is the day. We are going to get some ice cream.
And so young Billy started across the bridge. Hearing the footsteps on the bridge, the troll appeared.
Who do you think you are crossing my bridge? This is my bridge, and no one is allowed to cross it. I am now going to eat you.
Oh, you may want to think about doing that. I am the smallest and skinniest of my brothers. They are coming behind me. One of them will make a much better meal for you.
You are rather puny, and I am very hungry. All right, then. You may pass.
The youngest of the brothers crossed the bridge and signaled to his brothers that he had made it safe and sound. The second brother now started over the bridge. Halfway across the bridge, the troll appeared again.
Who do you think you are crossing my bridge? This is my bridge, and no one is allowed to cross it. I am now going to eat you.
Oh, I think that might be one of the biggest mistakes of your life. I know that I'm a bit chubby and may look a delightful meal, but my older and much larger brother is following behind me, and he will make a much more satisfying meal.
I don't know. You look very tasty, and I am very hungry. But if your brother is bigger, what a wonderfully filling meal he will be. All right, I will let you pass.
The middle brother crossed the bridge and met up with the youngest brother on the west side. They both signaled to their oldest brother that they were safe and sound. The oldest brother then started across the bridge.
Who do you think you are crossing my bridge? This is my bridge, and no one is allowed to cross it. I am now going to eat you.
I am the oldest and strongest of my brothers. We are in need of some ice cream from the west side, and we are tired of you ruling this bridge. You are not going to eat me, because we're gonna get ice cream together. You will no longer own this bridge, though.
The troll joined the brothers for ice cream, and they lived happily ever after. So what is the moral of our story? Making friends is always better than making enemies.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to EPAC's Puppetry Theater's segment called Interview an EPAC Kid. Today, we are interviewing and talking with Braden Willett. Yeah! This is via Zoom. Braden, how old are you?
6 years old.
6? Wow. And where do you go to school?
Coconut Valley.
Coconut Valley or Coconut?
Coconut Valley.
And what grade are you in?
First grade.
First. Nice. I see that you are dressed in a karate uniform.
Yes.
Where do you take karate?
Hiyo Chai.
Hadio Chai?
Yes.
How often do you take class?
Once a week.
Once a week. That is so cool. Do you also take classes at Endicott Performing Arts Center?
Yes.
What classes do you take?
Dance and acting.
Dancing and acting?
Yes.
Very nice. Do you have a favorite out of the 3?
Dance.
What would that be?
Dance.
Dance? We heard Mommy say dance. Is that her favorite or your favorite?
Mine.
All right. Can you show us some karate moves?
Aya.
Whoa!
Aya.
Cool. That is so cool. We want to thank you for the interview today. Get bigger. Ha-cha!
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
But we ain't gonna fight it.
Welcome to Puppetry News Center. I am Maxwell.
And I'm Samantha.
Today's top story, Humpty Dumpty. He apparently was precariously sitting on a wall and had a great fall.
That's right, Max. And all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put him together again. I have an exclusive interview with one of the horses that was on the scene. Mr. Horse, is it true that you could not put Mr. Dumpty back together?
Yippity, yep. We couldn't. We couldn't put him back together again. Yep.
Well, yep, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
That leaves us with the question, scrambled or sunny side up? Speaking of sunny, let's check in with Winky, our weatherman.
Thanks, Max. Today, sadly, we're going to have to deal with rain, go away. Come again some other day. All the children want to play. Rain, go away. Back to you, Max.
Thanks, Winky. Now a special segment with our very own food critic, Francois. What's cooking, Francois?
Thanks so much, Max. This week I was able to try out some peas porridge. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold. Peas porridge in the pot, 5 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot, 5 days old. I would not recommend waiting the 5 days, though. Back to you, Max and Samantha.
Thank you, Francois. And that's all the news from the Puppetry News Center. Join us next week for more Rhymes
of the Times.
Hola. You! It's your birthday. We're here to party and sing to you. It's from me. Hope you are bueno. The fun will reign the whole day through. From the Gulf to the mountains, the city lights and fountains, we hope your birthday's excellent. You are another year older, so perhaps you should
Be generally awesome.
'cause today is your day. Hola. You deserve a grand fiesta, and later on siesta, and the best of everything. Sí, señor.
Belly button, you're oh so fine. Ooh, belly button, I'm so happy you're mine. Tell me without you just wouldn't be right. Little belly button, you're a beautiful sight. Belly button, yeah. Belly button, you're oh so fine. Ooh, belly button, I'm so happy you're mine. Tell me without you just wouldn't be right. Little belly button, I'm so happy you're mine. Tell me without you just wouldn't be right. Belly button, you're oh so fine. Belly button, I'm so fine. I tell me belly button, I'm so happy you're mine. I tell me belly button, you just wouldn't be right. I tell me belly button, you just wouldn't be right. I tell me belly button, belly button is fine. Tell me belly button, belly button is fine. Tell me belly button, you just wouldn't be right. I tell me belly button, you just wouldn't be right. Tell me belly button, you just wouldn't be right. Tell me belly button,
boys and girls, and welcome to Miss Jill's Little Reading Corner. In my little corner, in my little chair, I will read my stories to all of you. Grab a seat, a pillow, and a blanket or two. It's time for me to read to you. Today, boys and girls, I have a cute little book. It's called Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild, by Mem Fox and illustrated by Marla Frazee. This little girl finds herself in lots of trouble all in one day, and her mother tries to keep her cool. You may be able to relate to some of these things. Let's find out. Harriet Harris was a pesky child. She didn't mean to be, she just was. One morning at breakfast, she knocked over a glass of juice, just like that. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child." "I'm sorry," said Harriet, and she was. At snack time, she dribbled jam all over her jeans, just like that. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild." "I'm sorry," said Harriet, and she was. Before lunch, when Harriet was painting a picture, she dripped paint onto the carpet, just like that. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do?" "I'm sorry," said Harriet, and she was. At lunch, Harriet slid off her chair, and the tablecloth came with her, just like that. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, "Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do?" "Harriet Harris, I'm talking to you." "I'm sorry," said Harriet, and she was. Later that afternoon, when Harriet was meant to be napping, she ripped open a pillow, just like that. 1,000 feathers flew in every direction. There was a terrible silence. Then Harriet's mother began to yell. She yelled, and she yelled, and she yelled. "Whew! I'm sorry," cried Harriet. "I'm really, really sorry." Her mother took a deep breath. "I know you are," she said, hugging Harriet tight. "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have yelled, and I wish I hadn't, but sometimes it happens. Just like that." "Big mess," said Harriet. "A very big mess," said her mother, and she started to laugh. And they laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed, and they went on laughing as they picked up the feathers together. The end. Wow, well, Harriet found herself in some big trouble. Her mother tried to keep her cool. She had a little hard time, but in the end, they just laughed about it. Laughing helps with a lot of things. It's always good to have a good laugh. Well, I hope you enjoyed that book, boys and girls, and I hope to see all of you back here again next week. Bye.
And we have to hurry to the south, and then we hurry north, and we're talking every minute as we hurry back and forth, and we have to hurry to the east, and then we hurry west, and we're talking every minute, and we don't have time to rest, and we have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.
We have to do it faster or it never will be done, and we have no time for listening or anything that's fun.